The Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization for Music Rights, ECHO Incorporated, is reporting a payout of over $1 million to music creatives who are members of the organization, as well as to music rights societies. According to a 30th June press release issued by ECHO, the organization disbursed $1,044,083.85, and payments should reach member accounts from 2nd July. Martin James, CEO of ECHO, said the royalties were from the 2023 period, and it represents an important improvement in the amount of royalties collected on behalf of ECHO members in the Eastern Caribbean.
And we are indeed happy to be making out such a landmark payout, simply because we are facing many challenges within the region, and the challenges such as the lack of compliance, the infringements, and the lack of the harmonization of the respective copyright laws within the OECS. And we are very happy to be making out such a considerable payout to our members. It shows that more of the monies are staying directly to ECHO members. As it says 56%, it might be 56%, but that 56% is spread across all of our affiliates. So a bigger payout is paid out to our ECHO members, and we are pleased for that. That could be increased, that needs to be increased, as long as we get the support of all the respective governments and the agencies within the OECS.
According to Martin, 44% of the payout goes to OECS members and 56% goes to affiliate music societies globally. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline. Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on a state visit to St. Lucia, placed into context the growing desire to bridge productive relations between Africa and the Caribbean. Speaking during a special sitting of the St. Lucia Parliament, at which OECS heads of government were present, President Tinubu recognized the historical context and connections between the two regions.
One who feels a profound kinship with our shared African heritage, I am fully aware of the historic current that has bound us together. Current shaped by the transatlantic slavery, slave trade, and colonial subjugation, but out of which emerged a shared cultural identity, an indomitable resilience, and a legacy of aspiration. My presence here today symbolizes Nigeria's renewed commitment to re-engage with these enduring ties, recognizing the strategic and the emotional significance to all of us. This occasion serves as a testament to the enduring ideas of Pan-Africanism and to the unyielding desire for unity and collaboration among peoples of African descent. It is in this context that I reaffirmed OECS as a cherished partner of Nigeria. We remain committed to strengthening and expanding the enduring bonds of the friendship that unite our regions. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Nigeria, as the most populous nation on the African continent and the foremost black nation globally, we have long stood at the vanguard of advocacy for the dignity and advancement of black people in the world over. This was evident from our strong position to colonialism and racial injustice, to its leadership in the Pan-African movement. Our regional policy remains unapologetically Afrocentric. Notably, Nigeria played an instrumental role in the establishment of the Organization of African Unity, now the African Union, which has since embraced the Caribbean and the broader diaspora as a sixth region. Aside, it is
following his address to the special parliamentary sitting in St. Lucia, the Nigerian president met with OECS heads of government at a luncheon meeting. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew commented that the occasion was a, quote, powerful and symbolic moment, unquote, which supports the expanding bonds between Africa and the Caribbean. Dr. Drew further commented, quote, we are one people, connected by history, united by purpose, and committed by building a stronger shared future. Yesterday, June 30th, following the special sitting held in honor of Nigerian President His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we convened for a working lunch to discuss practical ways to deepen cooperation between Africa and the Caribbean. From trade and investment to cultural exchange, we laid the groundwork for a future built on sharing heritage and opportunity, end quote. The state visit of Nigeria's president comes just weeks after a historic trade and business exposition and meeting was held in St. Kitts and Nevis and the historic non-stop flight from Nigeria to St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Get ready as the Global Kingdom Impact Fellowship presents the second annual Holy Convocation 2025, a return to holiness. July 24th to the 27th at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, featuring a special guest speaker, Bishop Noel Jones.
The Spirit of the Lord is in here. And that's why we've got to understand the steps, because he's already done it. Everything that God is going to give you, he has already given it to you.
Bishop Tyrone Ivy.
Thank God that my mind keeps being renewed, because if I don't get my mind renewed, I'll lose my mind dealing with people who don't see the best in me.
And many more. Women, get ready for Convocation Women's Day on Saturday, July 26th, featuring powerful women of God, Pastor Mashinda James, Co-Pastor Nilsa Williams, Bishop Precious McLeod, Katina Hoskins, Overseer-designate Yolanda Troop-Smith, and First Lady and Co-Pastor Marissa Johnson. Register now at www.thegkif.org. It's Holy Convocation 2025, July 24th to the 27th, under the theme, A Return to Holiness. You can't afford to miss this.
Your favorite TV shows are just a click away with TVC Plus at tvcplus.live. Stream our 24-hour live programming. Catch the latest episodes of TVC Originals on demand. Enjoy premium pay-per-view content and so much more. Watch on any device, TV, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Visit www.tvcplus.live. Stream, watch, enjoy.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So
make sure to tune in.
It's Entertainment TV at its finest. Join us for Main Event, the Caribbean's leading entertainment show only on Television Caribbean TVC. Tune in as our host chats with top artists and entertainers, bring you the latest buzz in entertainment, and showcase the hottest music videos from the region's biggest stars. Main Event airs on Thursdays at 8 p.m. with rebroadcast on Fridays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. When it comes to entertainment, it's always the main event on TVC.
Sip Sustainably is an ongoing campaign recently launched in St. Kitts and Nevis to encourage persons to drink more water, but to do so using reusable water bottles. The campaign is a joint venture between Lake Health and Wellbeing, a public health non-profit organization, Blue Conscience, and the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. Abby Bejo from Lake Health and Wellbeing explained the objectives of the campaign.
So we have partnered with Blue Conscience, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, to launch a new campaign called Sip Sustainably. So this campaign aims to raise awareness of the harms of sugar-sweetened beverages, both to our health and to the planet and coastal ecosystem. So what we're encouraging people to do is to reduce their sugar-sweetened beverage consumption, drink water instead, use a reusable water bottle like this, and refill from either the tap, a refill station, a dispenser. So in a nutshell, that's what our campaign is about. We want to reduce plastic waste, but we also want to improve the health of our nation.
Alessandra Polo of Blue Conscience explained that the campaign has another component, focus on preserving the environment.
And we are helping for a transition to a sustainable and effective management of the critically endangered marine habitats of St. Kitts and Nevis, and also trying to ensure, of course, the livelihoods of people who depend on the marine resources for the future generations. And so we were very, very, very glad and happy to actually be part of SIP Sustainably campaign. Abby reached out to us almost a year?
Yeah, about a year ago.
About a year. So
about a year ago.
to really partnership in this awareness campaign, as she mentioned, the dangers of plastic waste is also an environmental threat, right? So oceans in particular at the moment are one of the biggest threats the ocean is facing is plastic pollution. So we partnered, deciding to also raise awareness through some initiatives such as beach cleanups, which will take place in St. Kitts and Nevis.
SK Newsline asked Ms. Bejo the importance of using reusable water bottles as opposed to drinking from regular plastic bottles.
Showing how much sugar is in a typical sugary drink. And this is a very common global brand. This is the amount of sugar in 491 mils of a bottle of a particular drink. This is a lot of sugar to be consuming. And some people are consuming these drinks multiple times a day. And this consuming that much sugar increases your risk of developing overweight, obesity, and non-communicable diseases like diabetes. So we want people to shift their drinking habits to a healthier option, which is water. But then when you think about drinking water, we want you to shift to an environmentally friendly option, which is to drink water from a reusable water bottle. And there are two reasons for that. One is obviously to protect, to reduce plastic waste, protect our environment, protect the coastal ecosystem. But also we know there's a lot of research now saying that, plastics can degrade, the bottles can degrade into microplastics, and that's getting into our food systems, into our bodies, and we don't know what the long-term health effects of that will be. So we do want people to consider what they're drinking, consider what they're putting into their bodies, and make the healthier option your option of choice, and also make the environmentally friendly option your option of choice, so that we can protect both our health and the health of the environment.
Beach cleanups have already begun since last month, and others are planned for July and August as part of the SIP Sustainably campaign. Persons interested in participating in the campaign can engage either organization on social media. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Officers of the Anti-Narcotics Unit of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force have formally charged Bruce Nolan of Lower Shaw Avenue, McKnight, following the execution of a successful drug operation at his residence. According to police, on July 26th at about 5 a.m., members of the Anti-Narcotics Unit executed a search warrant on the premises of Mr. Nolan. During the operation, a quantity of white powdery substance suspected to be cocaine was discovered on the property. Mr. Nolan was arrested and on the suspicion of drug possession and taken into police custody for further investigation. Subsequently, at approximately 11:25 a.m. the same day, Nolan was formally charged at the Bastia police station on 2 warrants, in the first instance for the offences of possession of cocaine and possession of cocaine with intent to supply to another. The Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force commends the vigilance and professionalism of the Anti-Narcotics Unit and reiterates its unwavering commitment to disrupting the illegal drug trade and protecting the integrity of our communities. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
Get ready as the Global Kingdom Impact Fellowship presents the 2nd annual Holy Convocation 2025, a return to holiness. July 24th to the 27th at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, featuring a special guest speaker, Bishop Noel Jones.
The Spirit of the Lord is in here. And that's why we've got to understand the steps, because he's already done it. Everything that God is going to give you, he has already given it to you.
Bishop Tyrone Ivy.
Thank God that my mind keeps being renewed, because if I don't get my mind renewed, I'll lose my mind dealing with people who don't see the best in me.
And many more. Women, get ready for Convocation Women's Day on Saturday, July 26th, featuring powerful women of God, Pastor Machinda James, Co-Pastor Nilsa Williams, Bishop Precious McLeod, Katina Hoskins, Overseer-designate Yolanda Troop-Smith, and First Lady and Co-Pastor Marissa Johnson. Register now at www.thegkif.org. It's Holy